Hey anatomy students, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing fantastic and are studying hard for your exam here this next week. I'm sure you're all going to do fantastic, but to hopefully help you study a little bit, I'm going to go through the parts of the pelvis with you on page 118 in your lab manual. Some of the concepts are a little bit abstract, so I hopefully have some ways to help you guys out and help it make a little more sense. So we're just going to go through the list together. So the first thing on the list is your pelvic girdle, and this is just your two coxal bones. So you have one coxal bone and our other coxal bone. So we put those together and this makes our pelvic girdle. So keep in mind it does not include our sacrum or our coccyx, okay? So it's just the two coxal bones, which keep in mind each coxal bone is composed of three bones. It's our ilium, our ischium, and our pubis, even though it's one coxal bone. So this is our pelvic girdle. So next is the sacrum and our coccyx, which you guys should remember from our last exam. So we have our sacrum right here. I'll show it from the posterior side. So this is our sacrum. And then this is our coccyx right down here. So sacrum and coccyx. So now this is where things get a little bit tricky. We're going to talk about the difference between your false pelvis and your true pelvis, which seems kind of weird, but hopefully this will help. So I put a pipe cleaner in a line on this pelvis. That line technically is called the iliopectineal line. You guys don't have to know that, but it's kind of the defining line when we're talking about this. So everything from this blue line superiorly is our false pelvis or our greater pelvis. And it's called that because the bone doesn't form a complete circle up here. It does down here, and we'll get to that, but it does not up here. So this is our false or greater pelvis. Everything from the blue line superiorly. Now everything from the blue line inferiorly is our true or our lesser pelvis, and it's called that because it does form a complete circle here because of our pubic symphysis. So everything superiorly is our false pelvis, and everything inferiorly is our true pelvis. So hopefully that makes some sense. Okay, so the next thing, which is also kind of tricky, is our pelvic inlet and our pelvic outlet. So the pelvic inlet is the space that this circle is, okay? So this circle right here defines the pelvic inlet, which makes sense. Now, hopefully you can see this okay. So I have this model right here, okay? So I'm going to hold it here. So this is our pubic symphysis right here, and this is our sacrum. So imagine we kind of cut the pelvic bone in half. So we have our pubic symphysis here, as I said, and our sacrum here. So this line right here is marking the pelvic inlet. Okay, so that's the same as this blue line right here. Okay, so this is the pelvic inlet from the top of the pubic symphysis to the top of the sacrum. Now the pelvic outlet is from the bottom of the pubic symphysis all the way down to your coccyx. So pelvic outlet and pelvic inlet, and those are just spaces. So there you go, you got everything. I hope that makes sense. Good luck studying, guys. I'm sure you're going to do great, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye!